Okay, chat, we're gonna watch a little bit. We're gonna try to watch a little bit of this video. I'm gonna try my best to not watch this full thing, okay? Patrick made a video. It's called The Exact Moment SoundCloud Rap Died. The exact moment SoundCloud Rap died. And I was talking about this earlier. That the main channel, kind of evolved into that type of thing.
Into the ocean for a dock so that they would drown.
Huh? Disney dumped a bunch of lemmings into the ocean for a documentary so they would drown. What is a lemming? Kid Boo killed SoundCloud. Okay, let's just start this shit, bro.
Feel like Pharrell in 07 on my shoes, ice cream. Make stars, stop them out, it's a man down. Baby Milo custom PC getting fanned out. Not from the block, I'm from the H and we don't play around. Catch him at a red light with a knife gun, we gon' spray him down.
When you think of the term SoundCloud rapper, who comes to mind? Juice WRLD, XXXTentacion, Lil Uzi Vert, Playboi Carti, Trippie Redd, maybe Lil Yachty? You probably think of face tattoos, colored hair. Maybe you think of it negatively, like being—
Damn, chat, it's so crazy, like, looking back on this, like, this is literally, like, you know, what I was coming up on, bro, with, like what the main channel was, and probably how a lot of y'all found me through these different types of artists and songs like that and shit. New Rockstar's got a video on the fly. Are you serious? Okay, I have, because I just need to know. We will check that out after this. New Rockstar, The Boys Fly. Oh my gosh, he actually does. It's literally circled. I knew I wasn't tripping.
Being a SoundCloud rapper is a bad thing. Chances are you think of SoundCloud rap as something nostalgic, something that once was.
Yeah.
With a slow and steady rise to popularity peaking in 2016 and 2017, SoundCloud rappers had their distorted bass and auto-tuned melodies permeating throughout the ears of listeners all over the internet. Misconceptions about SoundCloud rap have existed since the beginning. SoundCloud purists would argue that the ones who were the most popular in 2016 were actually just taking advantage of the work put in by the rappers before them. But in 2022, SoundCloud rap's grip on hip-hop culture has had a sad—
I'm not gonna lie, that's how a lot of the thing goes. Like, somebody just kind of takes some shit and picks apart some shit from the person before, like the people before, and then it's just a repeated cycle.
Declined, making it about as relevant as it was in 2011.
Damn.
SoundCloud rappers were not exactly accepted with open arms by hip-hop in the beginning. In the early 2010s, it was clear that trap music and melodic rap were taking over, and the older generation could not accept it. This inspired a generation of young artists to create underproduced, bass-heavy, and melodic hip-hop and post it on a free-to-use music distribution website. Most of these artists focus on making feel-good music, and were not trying to create poetic masterpieces. They were just having fun, and the fans could feel it in the music, which is what made it so special. It was around 2016 when SoundCloud artists started to dominate the
the most legendary freestyle, the most legendary cipher was born here. I ain't gonna lie, this cover here was like, you know, this was the one, bruh. This was the one.
Mainstream music from the likes of Lil Uzi, Lil Yachty, Kodak Black, and 21 Savage piqued the interest of mainstream listeners. And although these are considered some of the legends of SoundCloud, they wouldn't exist without those who laid the foundation before them. Make sure you're drinking water while watching this video. I know you're thinking to yourself, man, that hoodie looks comfortable. I just released my first collection of clothing through my brand Comfort. I wanted to create a brand that prioritizes quality, comfortable clothing at a reasonable price. Simple graphics or no graphics at all, because that's my style. And also pushing a lot of positivity and good energy without being totally corny. All the products are custom and not just purchased from some wholesaler. And I guarantee you this Sherpa will be the warmest and softest hoodie you own.
I ain't gonna lie, that looked comfortable.
Video months,
it looked like you cut that shit off of a teddy bear and just made it into a hoodie.
Or weeks in the future, check out the website. See what our most recent drop is. Raider Clan, an internet collective commonly associated with starting the SoundCloud rap wave. But we can't talk about Raider Clan without talking about Odd Future. Yes, collectives and groups have been around in the hip-hop since the 80s, but Odd Future was truly ahead of its time in terms of influence. Led by Tyler, the Creator, the collective started with 6 of his friends in Los Angeles, California. They loved 3 things: music, clothing, and the internet. You could throw skateboarding in there too. Which ended up being the 3 most important things to SoundCloud rap. Over the years, the group kept getting bigger and bigger. There are so many members, it's almost impossible to keep up with. Similar to the Wu-Tang Clan.
I was just about to say, everybody, I remember they used to get irritated because everybody would compare them to the fucking, the Wu-Tang Clan.
Raider Clan, which we will get to. Odd Future started with an anti-industry attitude. Signing a record deal and being on popular radio and MTV was not the agenda they were pushing in 2009. Tyler would take shots at pop culture kind of like Eminem did a decade earlier. Obviously, they would go on to achieve massive mainstream success.
That's crazy.
TV shows, Grammys, Billboard. They created a different lane that nobody had really capitalized on before. But initially, they were just a bunch of LA kids who used the internet to post their early creations to the world. Raider Clan, whether they admit it or not, kind of came second to OF. Odd Future had a much more colorful, bright, and fun image. Raider Clan maintained a much more gritty, underground, and definitely anti-pop culture attitude. Stylistically, aesthetically, and musically, they were nothing like Odd Future. Actually, they were kind of the opposite of Odd Future. They were just similar in the way of being an internet collective. Space Ghost Perp founded the Raider Clan in Carroll City, Miami, 2008, taking inspiration from the dark and ominous soundscapes of the early 90s group 3-6 Mafia. Don't be confused by the palm trees and sunny skies. It was dark growing up in murder gardens. So SGP used the music as therapy. Blackland Radio 66.6 became an iconic project that inspired a new generation of talent. SGP started getting love from creatives all over the country. Sid from Odd Future would even play his songs at their shows, which introduced the LA scene to him. He caught the likes of the ASAP Mob in New York. Perp famously flew up to New York and performed a candlelit seance, inducting ASAP Yams and ASAP Rocky into Raider Clan. Raider Clan was recruiting musical members all over the states, becoming a collective that was more of a cultural identity than it was an organized group of musicians. ASAP took a lot of creative influence from SGP. They went with a much darker sound, using the mythological lettering like the Raider Clan did, using chopped and screwed beats, deep pitched down vocals, wearing golds in their mouth, and embracing southern swag. Being from New York, this was a wildly different approach since most New York rappers were inspired by Nas, Biggie, 50 Cent, MF Doom, and others. The Raider Clan and ASAP Mob bond lasted what seemed to be 5 minutes. A fallout happened. There are a few different stories. Some say there was a fight. Some say Space Ghost Perp punched an ASAP camera guy. Either way, it was something small that probably could have been worked out very easily. But SGP would go on to claim that ASAP Rocky got his whole style and swag from him and Raider Clan.
Nigga stole my whole shit, man.
Even Playboy Cardi was taking sides with Raider Clan. That didn't age well. Space Ghost Perp was a bit volatile. He had a falling out with just about everyone he ever came in contact with. He was known for being extremely bipolar. In true underground fashion, he claims that he was the first to do everything.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, his shit got like, everybody was on this nigga's head, bro, and I didn't even know why. Even back then, I was like, yo, damn, why do niggas hate? What did he do to make all these niggas so mad, bro? Soulja.
And everyone
Soulja Boy took that. I was the first rapper to do this shit. He took that shit from me too. Fuck you talking about?
Bit his style. Yes, he was definitely influential. And I do agree, paying homage to those who came before you is very important. But trying to gatekeep and
this is the thing. Gatekeeping is never it. Like you can give somebody credit, but the moment they trying to like force it on everything, that's when you gotta just tell them to shut the fuck up. Like, dude, just like relax, bro. Like, it's like those dudes who still live in their heyday of like when they were like the QB in high school. It's like, bro, you're like 47 now, bro.
And take credit for someone else's entire career just because you did something similar before them is lazy and whack. The fallout with ASAP was terrible for the Raider Clan. The two groups had potential to be the biggest in the industry, but SGP's unpredictable nature and beefs ended up shortening the legacy of the group. And we know ASAP's legacy just got bigger and bigger.
Yeah, he impregnated Rihanna. Think that nigga's doing pretty good right now, man. I think he's doing pretty well right now, man.
But ASAP's influence, and really everyone else that I'm about to talk about in this whole video, didn't just come from Raider Clan. It came from someone else I must mention, Lil B.
The man, the myth, the legend. This is my shit right here. This is my shit. This is literally the exact song here is my shit.
I bought that blunt. Ain't talking weed, bitch, I got that gun.
Lil B's Like a Martian track in 2009 sounds like what SoundCloud rap became in 2017. But at the time, the internet...
SGP makes some hard beats and music, but that man is crazy, bro. Said some OD stuff like holy Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, you could be really good at stuff. You could be like the one who started it all, but it's like your own personality can make people not care. They literally make people not give a fuck what you did and what you started. It's usually the people who started something and then move in silence. Those are the people that stay getting respect. But hey, let's not remember, and I gotta give my big credits to that. But the people who like started something be like, hey, remember I started this. Hey, yo, I started this. All up in the comment sections, I started this. It's like, yo, you kind of make people cringe. It's like, dude, Jesus Christ, it's like you're fishing for clout.
That clowned him.
No, I ain't no bitch, and no, I ain't no snitch. I'm f***ing on that bitch.
Yeah.
The crunk era of the mid-2000s led to the swag era spearheaded by Soulja Boy and Lil B. Lil B's music was very punk in the way that he followed no rules of flowing, rhyming.
Yeah, I remember when I was first introduced to Lil B, I did not get it. I was like, yo, why do people like this shit? Like, he's literally not even on beat. He's not talking about nothing. And then it's something that just, you know, it just grows on you and you start fucking with it. That's why I try not to, when I first hear something, just be like, yo, this is just trash. Unless it's just undeniably trash. Unless it's just undeniably trash. But even then, sometimes undeniably trash can just grow on you. Yeah, Blueface was another one. Was like, yo, what the fuck is this? But Blueface wasn't that bad to where it was like I really had to like warm up to it. It was like, okay, I actually get it. And then he started dropping some good shit. Like Yeet is trash. Okay, Yeet isn't trash. Yeet isn't trash. He's just one of those things where I think he's like big now, and people just got to get used to his shit. And then like probably a year from now, people are gonna say that his album that he just dropped was a classic. And you know, shaped music to what it is now, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are already like, what's his name, Smoke Perp is already, he's dropping a song, or he dropped a song that literally sounds like a Yeet song. It sounds like a Yeet song,
or song,
a Yeet inspired song. So it's like people are gonna, when they see a successful formula, and a formula that an audience is really going to, they try to emulate that in their own way, but you can still tell what it is and what it's from.
Structure. He prioritized ad-libs and made them louder in the mix. Then rappers all throughout the 2010s made careers off iconic ad-libs. He started the mentality of, I'm just having fun making music. I'm not trying to be lyrical. I'm not trying to impress anyone. He rapped about sleeping with your girl, being pretty, and having tons of swag. Those were his priorities.
And this man's Twitter was wild. He literally had girls writing his name on their feet, bruh. Like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
This became the blueprint mentality for a lot of internet rappers for the next decade.
And he just followed everybody on Twitter. Like, it was just like anybody.
There was another side to Lil B. A lot of people thought he was just a joke, but he took himself very seriously. And because people hated him so much, he developed a cult-like fan base of people who loved him so much. He pushed a lot of positive messages. Be yourself, be confident. Take care of the earth. Usually when he got into his deeper, more meaningful lyrics, it was complemented with an ethereal, dreamlike beat. This was the beginnings of cloud rap.
On the chair, ripping 15 and 16. Eyes breaking down the system. Nobody can tell me nothing.
Cloud rap is a spacey, hazy, and almost nostalgic sound that rap was missing at the time. Clams Casino was also one of the iconic producers that linked up with Lil B to help create this sound. SoundCloud rap would end up being this blend of the cloud rap ethereal sound and the dark, gritty 3-6 Mafia influence sound, and sprinkle in some emo in there too. I also feel like I have to mention this. At this point, around 2010 and 2011,
that type of music always made me kind of tired. Like, it always kind of made me like sleepy.
These guys weren't only on SoundCloud. In fact, it wasn't really that popular yet. They used basically any streaming service that was out there to get their music heard.
Because like whenever I hear songs like that, I relate it to nighttime. Like, I related to nighttime because my homies would listen to that shit while we were driving somewhere at night. That's like a fucking 7-Eleven.
DatPiff being one of the most popular, and eventually SoundCloud and YouTube would become their main platforms, but the culture and the essence of SoundCloud rap and internet rap is what they were composing at the time. 16-year-old Denzel Curry was one of the first artists to be welcomed into the Raider clan in 2011 after his debut mixtape, King Remembered, Underground Tape, 1991 to 1995. Denzel is one of the true SoundCloud OGs that deserves more respect. Although his music was dark, aggressive, and at times depressing, he was a very positive and welcoming individual. He wasn't afraid to show love to the people who were doing dope shit.
And Denzel always got that look like he want to punch somebody in the face.
He started with Raider Clan, stayed cool with the Sesh Hollow Water Boys, showed love to Ghostbane and Thrax House and the emo rap scene, embraced X, Ski Mask, and Members Only, way before any of them were even popular. From 2011 to 2018, he embraced all the newcomers in the SoundCloud scene, while still having a very successful career himself. And obviously now, he's pretty mainstream. In my opinion, he is the purest form of a SoundCloud rapper. Raider Clan didn't last very long due to the bipolar nature of Space Ghost Perp, but at that point, they had already inspired a new generation of artists that were about to take over the underground. From 2012 to 2015, we saw the emergence of SoundCloud artists that don't nearly get as much credit as they deserve. You had Bones and Sesh Hollow Water Boys, Chris Travis, Xavier Wolf, Metro Zoo, Young Simi, Black Cray and Goth Money, JK the Reaper, Jay Green, Rob Banks, Young Lean and the Sad Boys, Wicca Phase and Goth Boy Click, Lil Tracy, Lil Peep, Suicide Boys, Puya, Wi-Fi's Funeral, 1000 Band Fawny, and so many more. There are truthfully way too many influential artists to name, so no matter what, like, somebody's gonna be mad in the comments because I didn't name something.
How could you forget?
But these are the real SoundCloud
how could you forget?
These guys were traveling the country, doing shows, making music together, and building real fan bases, all from posting music on this website, and without the music industry really knowing about it. The only marketing they did was on Twitter, YouTube, and Tumblr. It was almost like this secret club that only people who spent hours on the internet knew about.
That's
Xavier
cool,
Wolf
though.
was actually one of the first artists to get paid from SoundCloud, since his following was so strong there. They reached out to him and personally invited him to be in the first paid partner program. The music was still underproduced, distorted, and not really ready for mainstream listeners. These were all kids in their rooms on FL Studio and USB microphones.
And like, now that this era, I feel like a lot of up and coming artists now are still like trying to pursue this type of thing, like this era, but this era is kind of gone, bro. It's kind of gone. Like, people, I don't know, man. You got to just be lucky for people to want to like hear your shit. But a lot of people think they could just kind of get in on the coattails of like others and shit like that. I feel like the new thing that a lot of people are doing is getting their songs in memes and having meme pages post it, so people could be like, yo, what's the song? What's the song? What's the song?
Not in fancy studios. But their intentions were always to be different, to be anti-mainstream, to create a unique identity. Blowing up was never their concern. Just create a sound that people resonate with and hopefully make a living doing it. It started as just people who were fans of Bones or fans of Denzel Curry or fans of Sesh Hollow Water Boys, and now there are fans of the underground, fans of SoundCloud rappers, people looking to discover more artists on this site. The early artists laid the blueprint for the next artist to follow. No industry push. They weren't secretly signed to a major label and cosplaying as a SoundCloud rapper.
Dude.
They are the real deal. Before it
whatever
was a trend,
happened to him? Y'all remember Jumex, man?
Before it was mainstream. 2015 and 2016 was a turning point for SoundCloud. Most people consider this the golden age. The interest in SoundCloud was at an all-time high because of the artists that we're about to mention. These artists get most of the credit for SoundCloud rap because the music released in these 2 years would go on to be the most popular records to come from the site. White Iverson by Post Malone, a SoundCloud song that would eventually peak at number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100. No Flockin' by Kodak Black, Lil Uzi Vert's Love Is Rage album, Denzel Curry's Ultimate, Fetty and What by Playboi Carti, Uber Everywhere by Made in Tokyo, Paris by Suicide Boys. You also had the beginning of the underground's most popular
unlocking memories
media outlet, No Jumper. At this point, there wasn't one solidified...
Because I still remember using these beats as like backgrounds for my videos, bro. Like the using the instrumentals as backgrounds of my videos. When I would just be like talking and we get into the video.
I'd go-to place to learn about this music scene. Sure, there were tons of blogs, but something about the YouTube IRL interviews makes things so real. You get to see the artists and really get a vibe for them. BMX and SoundCloud were intertwined. A lot of popular BMX riders would use Bones and Team Sesh music in their videos. In 2015, Adam22 had a following of a few 100,000 from his own BMX videos. He used that following to introduce the BMX community to the world of underground rap, not knowing how popular it would get. Interviewing just about anyone who had a following on SoundCloud, No Jumper satisfied the right niche at the perfect time, increasing the interest in the underground music scene as a whole very rapidly. 2016, you had One Night by Lil Yachty, Sippin' Tea in Yo Hood, Young Brats, basically all of X's songs blew up, along with Ski Mask and Members Only, Lil Peep with Star Shopping and the Hellboy tape, 21 Savage with Red Ops and the Savage Mode tape. You also had Lil Pump and Smoke Perp getting popular on their first few releases, Trippie Redd with Love Scars and his first creations. The amount of music dropped on SoundCloud in these 2 years that is now considered legendary is incredible. A lot of these 2015...
I'm not even gonna lie, like at the time, even at the time during we're like reacting to these things live and hearing this shit, it already felt like bigger than what it really was. I don't know. It already felt like it was like shit that you would see on like TV and things like that. It just felt like they was already famous when you listen to the songs because of how big they were. That shit was fire, bro.
15 and 2016.
It was a fire time.
I just mentioned were getting mainstream attention within just 2 years of making music.
That's
there
what
was
I'm
such
saying.
a huge influx of new fans of X, Ski, Peep that they never really cared to look back on how these guys got to this level, how this SoundCloud platform really started, and how the artists before them paved the way. I'm not trying to say they don't deserve success or the SoundCloud legend status, but from an elitist standpoint, the new guys didn't grind on the platform the same way the artists from 2012 did. The platform was established already. The community was built. Plus, a lot of the SoundCloud OGs at this point embraced new artists and tried to help them grow. Denzel Curry had a house where he let artists like X, Ronnie J, and 10 others live with him.
We had this thing called the ULT house, and not just X lived there. Ronnie J lived there with me. 12 Lynn. JK the Reaper.
So they could make music 24/7 and be immersed in this world, just because he wanted to show love. On the other hand, you could also argue that the first generation artists didn't make anything that the mainstream wanted. Maybe the new generation was just making better, more marketable music. Maybe you think they don't owe the SoundCloud OGs anything. Regardless, the music was very good, and their intentions were still pure. Most of the 2015 to 2016 era of SoundCloud still held the same values as most of the OGs, creating a unique sound, showing love to other people.
And that's the thing, like, bro, as long as people are enjoying the music, why does someone always have to I don't know, man. I'm trying to think how to say this, because it's like some people really just be in their own lane doing their own thing, and people like, bro, how come you don't shout out this person, or how come you don't say something about this person, or that? It's like, dude, just like, yo, let these people be great. If you really appreciate the OGs, why aren't you showing love to them? Why aren't you messaging them and, sucking their dicks and doing all that shit, bro? Like, god damn, some people like, that's that gatekeeping shit. Like, calm the hell down, bro.
And prioritizing the fans. Some of the craziest shows were happening around this time too. Small venues packed to the gills, and the fans know every word to the songs. With the rise in popularity of these new generation SoundCloud artists led to the iconic 2016 XXL Freshman
Legendary.
Cypher. For those that don't know, the XXL Freshman list is a major hip-hop news outlet giving a small group of about 6 to 10 artists a cosign, basically stating that they...
I remember it used to be like an event every time on YouTube. Whenever like these dropped, I would react to the fucking interviews. I would react to the the individual freestyles. I reacted and it was always some crazy things. FNG was known, bro. FNG was known in the comment sections of XXL. we were known in the comment sections of XXL, bro. Oh, good times, man. Good times, but like, it just ain't the same no more, bro. Chat, it just is not the same, man. Yeah, remember the descriptions? We would try to guess the descriptions. The descriptions was like one of the best parts of those videos. Cause what the fuck? I just need to know who was behind the scenes writing that shit.
Represent the future of mainstream rap. They are supposed to be the cutting edge talent that will be household names within the next year or so. And boy, was this cypher iconic. Yep. Traditionally, the cypher was to rap for the world and to...
Remember, this shit got blocked. This shit got blocked.
Show them
a lot of my XXL videos got blocked.
Your best to prove that you deserve the audience's attention. But with a terrible beat and 6 artists that do not give a single fuck about the platform, you had all of them bopping around, dancing, laughing, and just having a good time.
That was
the hip-hop elitists hated this. How could they disrespect or disregard such a high honor of being a freshman? But the kids loved it. They loved the I don't give a fuck attitude. And it started a shitstorm.
I wonder how
the gatekeepers or old heads didn't understand why kids liked the music so much. They were still trying to dictate what popular hip-hop should be. Mumble rap. A term that also became synonymous with SoundCloud rap. It was always a terrible name for this style and unfortunately kind of became a real genre name. The internet started...
And I always made this argument. They called it mumble rap because you couldn't really understand what they were saying, and it was really like the beat that was doing the job for the music. But it's like these rappers that be rapping fast and all that shit, you can't really understand what they be saying either sometimes because they're literally rapping fast. So in reality, that's mumble rap too. It's just sped up mumble rap.
This term, but it was first said in 2014 by Michael Hughes of Vlad TV.
Emergence of mumble rapping, and it's been going on for a couple years. Yeah, man,
Then in 2016, it was popularized by Wiz Khalifa.
Artists, so we're just rock stars.
We call it mumble rap. Oh, so y'all got a name for it?
Yeah, me and my homies.
It was very harmless coming from Wiz, but the cranky old hip-hop fans would use this word to devalue the music coming from all new rappers.
Now listen, that's called bars, nigga. A mumble rapper. Lil Yachty, you don't want nothing too.
Maybe these artists didn't care as much about having crazy bars or intricate lyrics, but they weren't always mumbling. God,
yo, this picture, this Uzi picture, I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Care as much about having crazy bars or intricate lyrics, but they weren't always mumbling. God, I always hated that term.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I understood the term, dude. There was a lot of songs where you could not know what they were saying. You just kind of, you know, said what they were saying in the tune that they were saying it. It was like, cause I remember with that Uzi song when it had first dropped, it was like, oh god, oh god, and then that is in the you don't know what I didn't know what he was saying. I could not tell what he was saying, but I knew that shit was lit and I don't give a fuck. I'm turning this bitch all the way up. Like it was just lit, bro.
By 2017, SoundCloud rap had already peaked, and many of the artists are mainstream. Kodak, 21, X, Lil Yachty, Uzi, Playboi Carti, and many others are now signed with major labels.
We miss you,
There's
X.
still great
We love you,
SoundCloud
dog.
music being put out in 2017, don't get me wrong, but at this point it's hard to consider them SoundCloud rappers when they are doing their releases through major labels.
Yeah.
Plus, SoundCloud is getting absolutely flooded with nonsense. Every teenager that has a laptop and a US...
It's took a turn for the worse because people seen the shit and they took the gimmicks. They kind of went with the gimmicks and just like clones, bro. Like like Kid Buu and Icy Narco. Everybody thought it was like a clone of X, bro. He looked like X, bro. He like looked like X with no tats, bro. It was so crazy, bro. It was like the time was so crazy, and it's like who the fuck is this guy?
USB microphone were trying to recreate Lil Pump's music because they thought if he can say Gucci Gang in the mic a million times, then I can too.
Who is that?
Chat,
who is that?
Pump's music.
Kid Buu is fire?
Because they...
Chat, please, I need a name.
They thought if he...
Chat, please, I need a name. I just want to hear what this song it sounds like. Because rappers, like when dudes do like this, I know they saying like they like... It's that fake dark shit, bro. It's that fake dark shit. I'm scary. You don't want to mess with me type shit. Please, nobody knows. Nobody knows. I'm about to hit Patrick. Yo, Patrick, who is this dude? I just want to hear a song. I just want to hear one song, bro.
He can say Gucci Gang in the mic a million times, then I can too.
It's like when everybody thought this shit was cool. And not let my death bone fit. Like, dude.
Labels were paying attention to anyone who had...
Oh, shit. Yo, I'll be the one to say it. Lil Xan wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad when he came out. He was not that bad, man.
One semi-viral song on there and try to capitalize on the movement. There were still a few artists that were gems in there though. It was in 2017 where the early works of Juice WRLD, Lil Skies, and Snot were starting to get recognition, who in my opinion were on the tail end of the SoundCloud era. It was also in 2017.
I feel like I should stop this video, man. I feel like I should stop this video here, man. I feel I would feel, you know, feel bad, man. It was This was a W video though, and very informative, bro. Oh yeah, we gotta check out the new Rockstar thing. We gotta check out the new Rockstar thing. Why? Okay, because last time, when I reacted to a video, like the videos sometimes like the reaction will get more views than the original video, and I don't like that if I'm friends with somebody and you know. So if y'all want to watch the rest of the video,
was good. Hope you
watch it.
A cool
Go to his page and watch it, man.
Said I wanted some guidance or any advice. My girl NDI potentially splitting to different